It's always funny how people think they're ready for Nigeria until Nigeria personally introduces itself. Because the moment you step off that plane, the first wave of culture shocks hits you like Lagos traffic at 5 p.m. People from all over the world have been posting their experiences on social media, and their reactions are priceless. Some of them were confused, some were impressed, some were sweating for dear life, and some were just spiritually humbled. Today, I'm breaking down the biggest culture shocks visitors shared about Nigeria, the good, the bad, and the NEPA please have mercy moments.
It's been 6 days since my one-way trip from Canada to Nigeria. These are my top 5 culture shocks since I've been here. Number 5, people are so helpful here. Like the people who want to be helpful will go above and beyond to help you. Sometimes it's like, I feel maybe they're doing it for money, but they're just that nice. Say what you want about Nigerians, but we have some really, really good people. Number 4 is the hustle culture is real in Lagos. I miss it so much. I'm actually going to make another video about this, but nobody can hustle more than people from Lagos. You have people selling you things on the streets. They're selling you things in your house. As soon as you step out the door, they're selling you something. Number 3, this one is kind of tied to the last one, but everyone is going to ask you for money. They just see me and think that I can change their lives. If I ask for information, they want money. To help me park my car, you want money. If you give me directions, you want money. Everybody's trying to eat. Everybody's trying to eat. Number 2 is the driving is insane. But you know what? I was born and raised in Lagos, so it wasn't like so shocking to me. It was like it was chaotic, but it was a familiar chaos, if that makes sense. But if you weren't born in Lagos and you come and see the driving here, you would scream. And number 1 is electricity. You know, for the first 5 days while I was here, they didn't take the light. And I was actually on a meeting yesterday, and a person asked me, what has been the biggest culture shock to you? And I said something else. And she was like, oh, I thought you would say electricity. And I was like, they actually haven't taken light since I've been here. But you know what? Let me just shut up before NEPA hears me. NEPA are the people who control the power. And lo and behold, as I was on the call, they took light. That was crazy. I haven't been in a meeting and they just shut the power. That was actually frustrating. But luckily, she understood, so we got back on the call. The lights cut out at night and, even right now. So we have the generator running right now. But yeah, these are my biggest culture shocks. I'm back home.
Guys, I've been in Nigeria for about a month plus, almost 2 months now. And there's certain things that have been culture shocks for me. But I think the most irritating thing about Nigerians that I'm understanding in my adult life is how people do not give a shit about your time in this country. I'm talking about you will have a meeting or something with someone here. You're supposed to schedule it, right? These niggas will tell you, I will call you in the morning, something might happen, somebody might call me, things might be on ground. So you just clear your own morning for them waiting, hoping and waiting that they will call you. This is not even the fact that they're always late. Nigerians are always late, but then the whole idea of just you clearing your schedule for somebody to potentially call you.
5 things I had to get used to while living in Nigeria. Number 1, sometimes going out to eat, going to brunch, going to lunch, and the power goes off, and you sometimes don't have power for an hour to 30 minutes. Crazy, okay? Number 2, you have to buy a generator if you're going to have an apartment or a house, because a lot of times the lights go off. I'm like, what? And they're expensive. 3rd thing, sometimes when you go out, the catcalling is insane. They scream, oh my gosh, big booty, juicy, fat mama, I want you. I'm like, well, gosh, y'all, I'm only one woman, Number 4, you may ask to get married. A random man may come up to you and say, marry me. Or a man on social media may ask, hey, do you want to get married to me? This happens to me a lot. And number 5, let me think. I don't know. I guess it's 4 then. I didn't really think about the 5th one. Oh. People always asking you for money. Anywhere you go, people are going to say, what do you have for me? Do you have something for me? Can you buy me something? Bring me a gift. Buy me this, buy me that. Yep.
Okay, cultural shocks. That one's actually an interesting question because I wouldn't say there were shocks because of like culture, because honestly, excuse us, the party is getting started here in our hotel. So it's not really that it's a cultural shock. If anything, women are treated so much better here than in America. And they're more respected, they're more cherished and honored. So for that, I'm super grateful, and I found it like really refreshing. But the differences for me, like right now, you'll probably see me sweating in a minute, is the weather is much different. Now I'm from California where it's always cool. So if I was from Texas or Florida, maybe I'd feel differently, but the weather is very, very hot. If you're American, it's about 94 degrees in March and very humid. So that one is hard for me. The fact that I'm not driving around myself, because I'm very independent and I'm used to just getting up, getting in the car and doing my own thing, is harder for me. Even though Ose has a car, I don't have a license here. So as far as that goes, maybe it's because I'm maybe a little bit controlling about that. But I don't know. What do you think, honey?
So my cultural shock
For me,
from my wife, is the fact that she doesn't. She's learning to have some of to just like adapt to our kind of culture in terms of learning some certain things. I'm surprised that she doesn't know some certain kind of spice, when it comes to cooking.
Oh yeah, that's true.
When it comes to some kind of ethics, like greeting.
Oh yeah.
Wanting to be when you're greeting in the morning and saying thank you after having a meal from someone,
Yes.
those are very, very.
Well, no, we say thank you, but I understand what you're saying. Like, so if I, like, for instance, like if my husband cooks, I need to serve my husband, which I'm very happy to do because he just cooked an amazing meal.
Okay.
And then when he's done eating, he immediately thanks me. Now, if we're at a restaurant, he'll also thank me because it's something that they do here. So again, I say women are honored and cherished a lot more than in America. That's expected in America. But I will say, like, based on what you're saying, is like, the way that appliances work. It's hard. It's been very hard for me to figure out how to cook in Nigeria because the appliances are different. Not having electricity all the time is different. Having food that's so fresh is different, which is sad. And also, like, preserving the food correctly, not having refrigeration all the time because there's not electricity all the time, like not having a microwave, like those kinds of things. So it's mostly like, it's honestly a good thing because we eat such processed food. Now we know like why Nigerians are so healthy.
That was exactly what I was going to say, because everything you guys have has been processed, not really processed,
Yeah,
has already been made.
Yeah, processed. It's like a lot of chemicals we eat. Yeah.
So, but here we don't have. We have lots of fresh stuff. Like the vegetables are fresh.
Yeah.
Everything is very, very
super
fresh. So when she came in, the first time she came in, she was finding it a little bit difficult.
Yeah, don't mind us. We're sweating.
Yeah, we're sweating. It's so hot. It's so hot right now. So, but the thing is, she was finding it very, very hard to adapt to the cultural values also. There was a time we made a video where she was saying a castle, and she was trying to get used to the greetings, the cultural values, and all those
like
things.
Instead of saying hi, you say good afternoon.
Yeah, so,
things like that.
Yeah,
we're very, very casual in America about that.
Stunned my wife. She's good now. She's getting the hang of it.
I'm learning.
She's doing good.
Culture shocks for Ghanaians living or visiting Nigeria. So the first one is there's light. there's light in Nigeria. Contrary to everyone's belief, there is actually light in Nigeria. Okay, not 24/7 like we have abroad or wherever. There's light in some places that even if they take it for just an hour, 2 hours, and then they bring it back. Some places in Nigeria, there is constant light in those places that they kind of like low-key rarely use generator. Kinda. Yeah. But there's light. Contrary to everyone's belief, there's light in Nigeria. Don't be deceived. There's light. Yeah. Not as constant as it should be, but there's light. Yeah. Okay, so number 2 is that Nigerians love pepper. They like pepper, especially the Yorubas. The Yorubas love pepper. So if you're a Ghanaian and you visit Nigeria and they tell you, oh, come and have pepper soup, it's like light soup. Don't mind them. It's not like light soup. It's a lie. It's a trap. Don't go. Don't take it. Unless you're a Ghanaian that loves spice, fine. But if you're a Ghanaian that doesn't like spice, don't try pepper soup. It is really spicy, especially if you buy it from a Yoruba restaurant or a restaurant that a Yoruba is the chef. Don't take pepper soup. It's not like light soup. It has the consistency of light soup, but it is not light soup. Yeah. The third one is that another belief that I need to like nip in the bud is that Nigeria is very dangerous. Where you they go, you get like where you they go where be say you safe enter where be say bad. Nigeria is more fun than dangerous. Yeah, that's the word. That's how I should put it. Nigeria is more fun than dangerous. Now, only if we say you save the waka unnecessary waka. Even people they waka unnecessary waka, then they say as far as you're smart, as far as you have God, you're smart, you're very alert. Nigeria is fun. Nigeria is a safe place. It's okay. It's not like 100% safe, but it's not as bad as you people are painting it. It's not as bad as foreigners are painting it. They're making Nigeria look like it's like a need for speed situation with danger and stuff, which it isn't. It's safe to an extent. You guys should come to Nigeria and have fun. It's not somewhere that you have to be looking left and right when you're walking. No, Nigeria is a very fun place. Yeah, so those are the 3 culture shocks for a Ghanaian living or visiting in Nigeria. Let me know if you want part 2. I was supposed to do the part 2 of the Nigerian living in Ghana, but something happened. But don't worry, I'm going to do the part 2. I'm going to link the video of the first culture shock I did so you guys can watch it. Bye.
No, I've been in Nigeria for less than 24 hours, and so many things have shocked me. Like, number 1, everybody's always asking for bribe. At all. For doing the simplest task for you, they're asking for something. Everybody, they're hailing you, asking for something. Number 2, everyone has a driver. I don't know. Everyone just have a driver. Even your driver has a driver. And that driver, get driver, we get another driver. Can you imagine? Come on. And then again, people can smell America on you. I don't know who installed the America detecting smell, but they can smell it on you. And Nigeria has its own smell, to be honest. And lastly, $1 is now 1,000 naira if you change it at the right place. I'm a millionaire. It doesn't matter what currency. All millions now millions, please. In this Nigeria, get money. They play. Why you go suffer?
Let's start with one of the most interesting stories. A woman from Canada moved to Nigeria on a one-way ticket, and she shared her top 5 culture shocks after just 6 days. Number 5 on her list was honestly something a lot of people don't expect. Nigerians are extremely helpful. Like, aggressively helpful. She said people would go above and beyond for her, to the point where she started wondering if it was for money. But nope, some people are just genuinely that nice. And that's something people forget. For all the jokes, the memes, the chaos, Nigeria has some of the warmest, most generous people in the world. If a Nigerian likes you, you're basically adopted. But then she hits number 4, and she said something every visitor eventually learns. The hustle in Lagos is not a joke. You don't even need to step outside. People will sell you something through your window, at your door, inside traffic, inside your dreams. If you're standing still for more than 3 seconds, someone will appear and try to sell you sunglasses, plantain chips, phone chargers, a doormat, possibly even a goat. Lagos is a marketplace disguised as a city, And honestly, that energy is part of its charm. Then number 3 had me laughing because it's true for a lot of newcomers. Everyone will ask you for money. You ask for directions? Money. Parking assistance? Money. Breathing too loudly? Money. She said people looked at her like she could change their entire lives with one request. And it's not even always begging. Sometimes it's just the culture of anything for the boys. Nigerians have this survival mentality where everybody is trying to eat, and if they think you're foreign, they assume you're carrying dollars, pounds, and euros in your back pocket. Then she talked about number 2. The driving. Lagos driving is not for the weak. It's not even driving. It's spiritual warfare. It's ballet choreography mixed with Formula One, mixed with Jesus Take the Wheel. She was born and raised in Lagos, so she understood the chaos. But if you're new, you will scream, you will pray, you will confess all your sins, and you will leave the car feeling like you survived something historic. But her number 1 culture shock was the one Nigeria is globally famous for: electricity. She said that for the first 5 days, NEPA didn't take the light, so she thought she had escaped. She was even bragging about it in a meeting. And guess what? The light went off immediately. Nigeria heard her confidence and said, "Calm down." The timing was so perfect that even she had to laugh. She said she's been living with generators ever since. That is such a Nigerian experience. Then there was another creator who said, one of the most irritating things she realized is how Nigerians do not care about your time. At all. She said, you can schedule a meeting and the person will tell you, "I'll call you in the morning," knowing fully well they might not call, and you'll just be there. Canceling your own plans, waiting for someone who will probably appear at 4 p.m. and act like nothing happened. She said Nigerians are not just late. They operate on a completely different timeline. Time is a suggestion. Appointments are spiritual. It's not personal, it's just Nigeria. Another woman talked about her top culture shocks living in Nigeria. Number 1, you can go out to eat, and suddenly the light goes off. Imagine being in the middle of brunch and everything goes dark. She also said you basically need a generator if you want to survive, which has been true for decades. Number 2, the catcalling. She said men would shout things like "big booty, fat mama, juicy" across the street. She said she's just one woman, but apparently the entire neighborhood must agree. Number 3, random proposals. Men will walk up to you and ask you to marry them like it's a handshake. She said even online, someone is always trying to marry her. She couldn't think of number 5, but she remembered one more thing. People asking for money. Nigerians will ask, "What did you bring for me?" before they even ask, "It's your name." Whether you're buying food, visiting someone, or just existing in their presence, someone will ask for something. Then there was an American woman who said her biggest differences weren't even culture shocks. They were just adjustments. She said Nigerian men treat women with more respect and honor than she experienced in the US. She loved that. But the weather? She said Nigeria humbled her. She was sweating like she was in a sauna. She also talked about the appliances being different, the food being fresher, and learning Nigerian greetings like "good afternoon" instead of "hey." Her husband said she's still adjusting, but getting better. A Ghanaian woman also shared her own culture shocks visiting Nigeria. She said, first of all, Nigerians actually have electricity, not stable, but more than she expected. She said pepper in Nigeria is on another level. If someone offers you pepper soup, run. She called it a trap. And then she addressed a big misconception. Nigeria is not as dangerous as foreigners make it seem. She said it's more fun than dangerous, and as long as you're smart and aware, you'll be fine. Then we had the guy who was in Nigeria for less than 24 hours, and he was already overwhelmed. He said people were asking for bribes for everything. Then he said, everyone seems to have a driver. Even the driver has a driver. He also joked that people can smell if you're from America. He said Nigeria has its own smell, and apparently Americans do too. And then he said the currency exchange made him feel like a millionaire, but only on paper. Now let's talk educational advantages and disadvantages of what they said. One advantage is that Nigerians are incredibly helpful and hospitable. Another is the strong hustle culture, which teaches resilience and creativity. The fresh food and family values are also big positives. But the disadvantages are real too. Unstable electricity affects everything from appliances to food storage to daily life. Time management can be frustrating for visitors used to strict schedules. The driving can be scary. Catcalling is uncomfortable. And being constantly asked for money or tips can become mentally exhausting. But when you put everything together, these videos show something powerful. Nigeria is a country that shocks you, challenges you, frustrates you, entertains you, and teaches you, all at the same time. It's chaotic, but it's full of life. It's overwhelming, but it's unforgettable. And for a lot of people, once they adjust to the rhythm, they fall in love with it. That's the breakdown of what people from around the world had to say about their biggest culture shocks visiting Nigeria. Every story is different, but they all reveal the same thing. Nigeria is not a place you can ever fully understand from the outside. You have to experience it yourself. If you want a part 2 or want me to break down culture shocks of visitors to other African countries, just let me know.